What up guys, Gaffino here. Today here with another video. As you can see, this is a very different video from ones that I usually post. Today I decided I will be baking Roblox themed cake pops. As you can see in the pan right now where I have my cake mix, it is currently overflowing right now. I probably should have split into two pans but I didn't, but we'll just work with it. And there's me saying hello. I should have filmed myself making the batter and putting in the oven, but this was very last minute and I was currently waiting for the cake batter to cook in the oven. But I'll put a list up right here of what I used to make the batter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me taking along you guys on my stressful journey into making these Roblox themed cake pops, because these were very stressful to make and you guys will see that soon. But while we wait for the cake to finish baking, let me show you guys what I got from the store for the cake pops. I got candy melts, edible markers, and a second pack, sticks for the cake pops, and packaging to put them in, and sprinkles. It's been a few minutes now. I'm not sure how much exactly though because I haven't set a timer. But I set the stove at 360, but let's go check on them now. I got a fork and let's go open up the stove and test to see if it's raw. Looks clean to me. Guess it's ready to take out the oven. Let's check again. Yep, looks good to me. I got the oven mittens on and we're gonna get this thing out the oven now. Trying to carry this with one hand. Hopefully it's not too heavy for me. Oh, I got it. Okay, so now we're gonna put it on the stove top to let it cool, but before that, we're gonna put a plate on top of it first. Okay, so I know it sounds weird, but the video I got the recipe from said to put a plate on top of it to lock in the moisture, so we're gonna do that. Don't mind my hands though, I have eczema. Alright, now we're gonna grab our bowl and mixer and get ready to blend this thing. Alright, but we're gonna move these to the side now because we're gonna bring the cake over here on this counter. Alright, so now we're gonna remove the plate from the cake and we're also gonna remove the crust because I don't want any crust in the cake pops. Okay, the next part is a disaster. Turns out I forgot to grease the pan, so now the cake is stuck on the pan now. I felt so stupid for this, but it's okay, it's still salvageable. So I'm gonna try to cut it out with a knife and it'll be all fine. Surely nothing else would go wrong, right? Yeah, so the bottom half of the cake got stuck on the pan. But you know, it's alright. It does even matter because we're gonna break the cake anyways. So now I'm just gonna carve out the rest of the cake and then put that in the bowl, and I'm gonna take the pan to wash in the dishes later. I'm gonna move the bowl and I'm gonna start wiping down the counter. Now I'm gonna bring back the bowl and start mushing it up with the mixer before I start the mixer to start mixing up the cake. That was a mouthful. Mixing up this cake was really messy and bits and pieces of the cake was splattering all over the kitchen, which I gotta clean up later. After a couple minutes it became all ready to mold right now. I forgot to show an example, but yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my cup and candy melts ready for the coating of the cake pops. So I'm gonna pour some candy melts into the cup over there. Not sure how much I should put in, but that looks about good. And I'm gonna go put that in the microwave for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I'm gonna give it a little stir and then put it back in for another 30 seconds. And I continued doing that for like 5 rounds until it melted completely. It was a little too thick, but I was gonna work with it. Alright, so now I'm rolling up the cake into the cake pops. And then I'm grabbing a stick, dipping it into the chocolate, and then putting it in the cake pop to help it stick on there. And then I dipped in the chocolate, but then it started to fall apart and it pierced through the other side. and I was starting to stress out. But then I decided I would just remold it with the candy melt in there, hoping it would help it stick in more. And that seemed to work, and I just continued doing that. Eventually I just focused on rolling in the balls, and then I chilled it for a bit before adding the sticks in again. And then I did that for a while. None of it was falling. Everything seemed like it was going good. And then after I finished that, I put it back in the freezer. Once they finished chilling, I put down saran wrap because I felt like I would make a big mess, which I did, trying to coat the cake pops. And then I did that, and it went well, but some of them ended up falling apart, so I just kind of fixed that up by putting sprinkles. Once I finished coating them, I put them back in the freezer. Once they were done chilling, I grabbed them out of the freezer, and it was time to decorate them now. I got out the edible markers, and then I began to try drawing Roblox faces on the cake pops. The first face I tried to draw was the man face, as you can see on the image here. As you can see here, I did not do a good job of drawing this on the cake pop. It was kind of hard to draw on it because it was kind of moist, but I decided to put it back in the freezer again to chill even more. And then I took it out, and then I was ready to start drawing again. I tried to draw the man face again, and it came out a little better, but it still didn't look that good, so I just think my drawing skills suck. But then I tried to draw the chill face, which looked nothing like it at all, but whatever, it's fine. And then I tried to draw the check it face, which I think came out pretty well. And then I tried to draw this face, but yeah, we're not gonna talk about it.
Mommy, I just want to.
And then I tried to draw the Stitch face, and then to wrap it up, I tried to draw the normal classic face, which looked nothing like it at all, but it was fine because there was nothing else I could do. And then I went back to making more man faces. Eventually I finished, and I think they came out pretty alright, but now it's time to package them. I wanted to package them for my closest best friends at school, so that's what I'm doing right now, just putting them in a bag and then tying it with a ribbon. I like baking things for my friends. It's my love language, and it's therapeutic. I hope they like them a lot, but yeah, would I ever do this again? Probably not. It kind of felt annoying to make, and even though I kind of found a way to make it less annoying for me to make for next time I make cake pops, I just kind of don't feel like doing it, so I probably wouldn't make them again. I'd probably make cupcakes instead because they're more easier to make. I tried out one of the cake pops, and it was actually pretty good. It was like way more on the sweeter side, but I don't mind it. It still tasted pretty good. The cake pops are all wrapped up, and that is it now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a different video from what I would usually post, and I had fun making it, and I hope you guys had fun watching it too. You guys could leave comments down below if you guys liked the video or didn't like it, or any other type of content you want to see from me. But that's all I gotta say, so goodbye.